way I met Jarrek, it was just a moment of chance. I was behind the Winco, just chilling, and these two Russian fools rolled up on me and were trying to jack me. I guess he'd seen it driving by and felt the urge to come help. And so he rolled up. These two guys were in the process of just, beating and stomping me, and he came in and used his martial arts expertise to whoop ass. I mean, he went through and handled both of them. I was really surprised. And ever since then, me and Jarrek have been friends. He's the coolest guy I know, and I'm really glad that God put him in my life.
It was the first time I met Jarrek. He came over to my house with my sister, one of her friends, and she was all hanging out, and they were all hanging out, and I was playing my video games, doing my thing, and it's kind of the craziest thing ever is I just seen Jarrek run full blast into the backyard and dive into the pool. Figured man was on some drugs or something, kids these days. So out of curiosity, I decided to go check out what was going on, and next thing I know, he's over there and he has my kitten, who apparently jumped in the pool and drowned, and he'd seen it out of the corner of his eye. And he had actually had time to go run, grab the car battery that was sitting nearby with some cables on it, and he actually zapped the cat to resuscitate it back to life. It was amazing. Best thing I ever saw, and became my best friend since.
First time I met Jarrek, it was amazing. My house was on fire, and I'd ran outside. It was smoking real bad. My son was still in there. It was a kitchen fire that was spreading rapidly, and he was caught under a beam. Now Jarrek, he was next door. He was doing an outreach program for troubled youth. He ran right in. He took a broom handle and released my son's leg from a beam. He took two of my backpacks and somehow made a carrier for my son, carried him out to safety. It was fireproof. My son didn't have any scratches on him. I kind of wish that I was the one to do it. But he didn't hesitate. Jarrek's more than a man. He's extraordinary.
You see these children right here? These are the children that me and Jarrek know. I'm going to tell you how me and Jarrek know these children, because I've known Jarrek for a lot of years. It's a damn good thing. I'm lucky I know Jarrek, okay? I was at a party one time. Jarrek was there checking the drinks and checking for roofies. I had too much to drink and I needed a ride. This lady went into labor. We was out on the highway while Jarrek was giving me instructions on how to deliver this kid. This kid was coming and there was complications. Jarrek knew what to do though. He got his pocket knife hot on the car lighter, handed it to me, and I was able to listen well enough to him to cauterize the wound and deliver the child before we even got to the hospital. It scared the shit out of me. Not Jarrek though. No wonder the lady named both the twins after him.
I was in my boat when it had suddenly capsized, and I began to drown. No niggas can't swim. As I was drowning, I became very disorientated as I saw a dark angel come down and lift me out of the water. When I came to, I realized that my savior was none other than Jarrek, and that he had pulled me ashore with a safety tube made from his windbreaker pants. I've seen it!
First time I met Jarrek, I was hiking in the forest, identifying wild mushrooms, and I heard this weird rattling noise, and I was reaching for my field identification kit, and I felt this weird, searing, stinging pain creeping up my leg. So apparently I got bit by a rattlesnake. It was weird. I don't know. It started getting hard breathing, and I couldn't walk, so I got a little bit exasperated. Started trying to scream for help, but unfortunately wasn't getting anywhere. Luckily, Jarrek was actually ending a week stay in an old growth tree. He was staying there to protect it from getting cut down, and he heard my cries and came to my rescue. So I don't know. It got a little bit hazy at this point, but according to the news report, Jarrek had actually killed the same snake that bit me, and using its fang as a needle, the tubing from his camel pack, and the snake itself as a tourniquet. He was able to transfuse blood to me, all while making the 3-mile hike back to base camp. Apparently he's a universal donor, so But yeah, I owe this man my life, and yeah, he's a real American hero.
God put him in my life.
It's amazing.
It's extraordinary.
My savior was none other than Jarrek.
So yeah, Jarrek's good.
Yeah, he's a real American